Hello, okay, so it's another City Down one. I've just had a birthday and I've just got myself a little few things. Whether they were bought for my birthday or I bought with money that I got for my birthday. So because I've got a few little things together, I thought I would do a mini tag haul. And yeah, let's just go for it. First things first, I got this beautiful merino, whatever, it's lambskin underneath, and this is what P needs to have on her back because of the bumps that she gets, and everything costs a fortune. This one is actually second hand, but it's washed up really nice. It was really dirty, but it's washed up absolutely perfect. So I've now actually got two of the exact same ones of these because they're just the bargains that I've found basically. It cost us £40, so I'm really happy with that. But yeah, she has exactly the same one, but the other one that she's got, the underneath is like full of little white hairs. Now she is actually bay-run technically, she's got loads of white hairs running through her. So it doesn't look wrong when they are on her back when I take it off sort of thing. But I find it really annoying when it comes to washing it because my washing machine's getting covered in loads of white hairs, even though I generally don't get that. So I was happy when I found this one. But I want to try and get a couple. So I've got the Lemure this time, which is exactly the same as the last one. And I want to try and get a couple of the Premier Equine with the lamb's wool underneath. I think some of them are really smart, but obviously they're also a little bit pricey at the moment. When I'm trying to build a collection up, at least I need just one for one on a, one for one that's drying, because they take forever to dry. So yeah, that was my absolute bargain find on Facebook. £40. Very happy with that. Next up, I decided on my cross-country colours, and it's a bit of a funny one, but when I went cross-country schooling with my friend Georgia a couple of weeks ago, I wore an old base layer, and that old base layer for me hid a lot of sweat. Now, it's a very personal thing, it's not really, it's probably too much information, but I suffer from something called hyperhidrosis and it makes me sweat a lot, and I don't know if it's because I'm also getting older as well. But I sweat everywhere now. It used to just be under my arms. But yeah, so this base layer was amazing. It really like hid the sweat. You didn't see the sweat. So I decided to go with those colours. So because it's an old base layer, I've actually had to hunt down the matching hat silk, which I have found. And this is it. And I'm not sure if you can even see it, but it's the Tropical Aubryon by Shires, and yeah, it probably is a good 2-3 year old, this style now, but it's a brand new hat silk, and it also came with switchy poms. I don't think I'd use those though because I'm not a pink fan. The grey I don't think really goes with this, and my colours are generally the navy and the blue, so okay, we've got a bit purple in there, but it's really nice, and like I said, it does perfectly for me. So that was the next little one, and I think that was about £15. And then I didn't get this with my birthday money actually. I sold the old neck strap that I had. The neck strap that made me want to go brown with the tack. Yeah, sadly I've had to sell that because it just doesn't fit P right. Sadly this also doesn't fit P right, but we're just going to see how it goes for now. I've had to put some extra holes in and it does fit her better, but we'll just have to wait to see when we're jumping, see if it actually does the job it's meant to do. But yeah, that's just an elasticated breast girth with the strap over the top, just to prevent a saddle from falling back when she's jumping. I've had it on a few times just doing flat work, just see how she is with it. She's happy with it on there. But generally I only need it when we're doing jumping, so hopefully it'll do its job, especially since I put holes in it. But yeah, she's just very petite in the chest area, so it sits a little baggy even though I put the extra holes in. But I think in a way that's a good thing because I don't want it to be fully tight until she's actually, you know, jumping and the possibility of the saddle then comes in. My saddle generally doesn't slip and it shouldn't slip, but it, you know, it's there to prevent that. I love it. It is the usual for me. It is Shia's. It is the Gara version. I'm not sure if they do loads of different versions, but I know it's still Velocity, I believe. But yes, I've had to put an extra few holes in because it's only one size. But she looks really smart in it as well, so I really hope it does do the trick. But yeah, I didn't buy it with my birthday money or anything. I bought it with the money that I sold the neck strap. And it sort of like swaps it out. But yeah, I absolutely love that. So next I have a few little goodies because I was ordering something else. So first up, that's not what I was wanting to show you. First up, I've just got the most normal random little thing, and that is, oh, platen thread. No, it doesn't mean I'm going to do some dressage anytime soon. No, it doesn't mean I'm going to be plaiting anytime soon. I just bought it because it was free delivery after a certain amount, and I was going to be paying about the same amount in postage than I was for a few more items. So I just bought a few more items, and I thought I'd quite like to try the platen thing with the sewing thread, so I'm going to try that next time. But yeah, this was just like $160 or something, so I thought, yeah, that'll help build things up. And then I also ordered another couple of random things which would also help for competitions, and I've seen that this looks really, really good. I tried adding it on as an extra in my forelock and fringe, but it's sadly sold out. But I've had really good reviews for it. It is the Lincoln Platen Mist. I have used loads of like platen mists and sprays and that before, and I found them sticky or not really that good. So it'll be good to see what this one's like, sorry. Because I've heard a lot of good things about it, so fingers crossed. And like I said, it literally was just something, it was the price of me postage. But I also added on this because it was just nice and cheap, and I'd always see people use it. I've never used this brand of stuff or anything, but I have heard of them. So it's Battles, but it's just the chalk, so it's to go on our white socks. So if we do some dressage, it says here, cleans and whitens the coat for cattle, horses and dogs. Battles, I believe, is just like an agricultural brand. But yeah, so that's just like a little sprinkly thing. I thought rather than buying a whole big thing of something I'm not sure I'm going to use that much of, especially because she's just literally got like 1.5 sock. I thought that would actually be ideal. So when I saw that, I thought, oh, I'll just add that to my basket as well. I think it was like £4 or something. So I'll let you know what I think of it, because it's not something I normally use, but it is certainly something that I know I would like to know if it works for the white things. So next up, I have what I actually originally was buying, and that is these beauties. So these are Shia's Airsoft stirrups. Now these are composite again, yeah, jump into passion. And let's see if I can get into them without breaking everything. But I have knackered legs, I have knackered knees, my whole body's knackered. But recently I've been really struggling with my right leg, below my knee. Sometimes I just literally can't use that leg. And I wanted to get some stirrups that would help me out a little bit more on that. So I have got the Acavello ones at the moment, the Oprah, and they're lovely stirrups, but I don't feel like they do anything in terms of making things easier for me, bearing the weight and things like that, which I think is what they're meant to do. So I've decided to get these, and I just wanted some plain things. I didn't want anything too fancy. I don't particularly feel like I need a safety stirrup, and these were 49 something. They were literally, you know, a very good, reasonable price compared to what some stirrups are. Obviously everything has their own way of having prices because of what they are and what they do, but I thought because of what these do, it was a very, very good price. So they do have on here a platform and I can't move it with my fingers, but it does move up and down. So when you're putting your foot in the stirrup, if you put your foot down, the weight brings this down. And I have actually put my foot in the stirrup and moved it, and it moved. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like when it's on my stirrup rather, and my foot's in it and I'm riding around, because like I said, my joints and everything, they just need all the help they can get at the moment. So I am looking forward to trying those. I think they're nice size. They're really light. They have got a little bit more weight to them than their normal composite, but they are that bit wider, and obviously the weight bearing platform is a bit bigger. There's a little thing here with them, but I don't know what they are. I think they're just replacements for the top. I'll have to have a look at them later, but yeah, I think they're just like replacements for where the leather goes. But you could choose so many different colours, but I decided to stick with the black for now. But if I go ahead in the future and get a dressage saddle and I like these, then I'll get some snazzy coloured, like green ones or something. Actually, I don't think they had green. But I'll get some snazzier coloured ones for jumping. I do really like the look of these though, and I really hope they do what I want them to do, because I'm knackered. My feet, my legs, my knees, my arms, my shoulders. Yeah, everything else. Everything's knackered. So on terms of trying to not hit, I also went ahead and got this beauty. So this was my main birthday present of my lovely husband and my kids, because it ended up costing an absolute fortune. But this one actually isn't the original one we got. So I said to my hubby that when we were out cross-country schooling, my it is a, what they're called, race safe. My race safe was only 2009 and I needed a different spec. He didn't understand that at all. He's like, you've got one, it works, what can you do? I says, if I wanted to go to a competition, I wouldn't be allowed. I need a new body protector. But to be fair, the other one is also an absolute mess, and it really is actually quite tight on me now. So I got measured up, and the one that first came wasn't actually the right size compared to the measurements. To me, it was absolutely massive in some places and tiny in other places. So it was really restricting across my chest. It was really restricting across my chest, but I felt my tummy, if I wanted to strap that in tighter, and I am hoping to lose a little bit of weight. So I thought, you know, if I'm already struggling to get it tighter, then if I do manage to eventually lose all this baby weight that I've just, you know, carrying as a muffin top, then I want it even tighter, and it wasn't able to go tighter. So we sent that one back, and this one would be the one that I originally saw, because it is very like a race safe shape and build. So it's got all the moving flexible bits, which makes them so comfortable. And this one was also super adjustable. So it's got the straps that come across here, but it's also just a zip. So you don't have to faff on with the straps every time you're using it. Once you've got it set to your size, you can just zip up the zip. There's got adjustments at the top here, which also makes the fit so much better, and it's actually called an easy fit. At least I think that's the one I went for. I have a feeling now that it's a different one, but no, yeah, I think it's the easy fit, and it's by HKM, which I didn't ever really think anything of. When it came to body protector, I didn't think they did them, but they do, and I think it's a really good one. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if it has a name on it, but it doesn't. But yeah, so I've ended up going for an adult medium, and I got for a short version. I'm 5'5", and I'm usually about size 12 on top, even though I have my muffin top that sticks out. I generally have a 12 or a 14. I tend to go bigger because, like I said before, I tend to sweat a lot and I just wear baggier clothes, to be honest with you. But yeah, so this has got the zip up the middle, and it's got the adjustment straps, and it's a 2018 spec, which means I can now compete cross-country and eventing because I'm up to spec with that, and my hat is still up to spec, but I think that'll probably need changed next year. And so when I ordered the other one, that was more expensive than this one. This one then actually was on sale, so the extra money that my hubby had used to get the other one ended up helping me get this. So basically this is what the kids got me for my birthday, and it is an Aerowear Shadow Hidden Back Protector. How fab is that? Now I have seen these, there's loads of them. There is ones by Charles Owen, I think they were the first ones to bring them out, and this is pretty much the same one. There was also ones by HKM, but I didn't really like the style of them. I think they were a bit funnier fit on the chest. And there's also ones by, what did I say before, Race Safe and stuff like that. So yeah, there's lots of different ones. There's different price range. This one we paid 112. We paid 112 for this. So it's super lightweight, and you don't really know you've got it on, apart from if you're like me and you overheat very easily. Although I'm a very cold person, obviously, like I said before, I sweat really easily, and it was boiling on my back. It was absolutely boiling. So I wore it just with a hoodie, because it was quite a mild day. I couldn't be bothered to take my hoodie off. My hoodie is probably a bit tighter than I like them. So I thought, you know, it'll probably not be very comfortable under the hoodie neither. So I just popped it on top. I've only worn it once so far, and as much as it didn't bother me at all when I was riding, there was no restriction whatsoever. It was great knowing I had that safety measure, especially because she was actually very fiery that day. But I was boiling. I was absolutely boiling. But I think any normal person that isn't like me and doesn't have hyperhidrosis, then you probably wouldn't have that problem, and you will find it a really nice, lightweight, airy, breathable. It is full of breathable fabric. I don't know if you can see there, but there's holes all the way through there. And I ended up getting the large, which is to fit a size 12 and to 14. And I was pretty worried about that size because they didn't have the short version in that size, but it actually fits me really nicely. Like I said, the other body protector I've got a short, and I wouldn't get away with not having a short in the full body protector, but this one has a really nice length to it, and it covers exactly where it needs to cover, and it's really smart on. So apart from the fact that it comes round over your chest and lets your muffin top hang out, but that's probably just me. I know that there's lots of people out there that wear them and they're very, very flattering. But if you're like me and you've got a mummy tummy still, yeah, you're keeping safe. That's all that matters. So this back bit also comes out. There is a little piece at the back there. You can pull out the actual support, which is actually in a few pieces. That's actually 4 pieces, I think. Yeah, so it's built differently. On the inside, it's built wider on the, literally right on your back, and then it comes smaller and smaller and smaller for the outer bit, but gives you more protection. But obviously I think that's what gives it the flexibility and the like hidden feeling, and it is really hidden when you're wearing it if you don't wear it over a hoodie and let that hang out. But yeah, so absolutely over the moon with this, and it is a great fit. There is lots of other versions of it, but this is the Aerowear one, and I got that for £112. And that's it really. I have one more thing to come, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, a bitless attachment for her noseband. I'm going to try doing my pole work and my jumping in that, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that one's not due until tomorrow. Okay, excuse the mess on the bed because I've just done the video, but I wanted to show you what the back protectors were like on. And this is the Shadow back protector. As you can see, it comes to the base of my back quite nicely. This is the normal length, and it's just like a perfect fit for me. It's not going to interfere with the saddle or anything like that, but it gives me the protection that is needed for the base of my spine. it comes up the back, and it's light as a feather. And the base comes around. Yeah, so you come around here, and it has a really good space here. Really nice light vest. I do feel this bit when I first put it on. It's very strong elastic. But once it was on, I didn't feel it. But like I said, apart from feeling warm, like I said, it also does make my muffin top stick out a little bit, so excuse that. But yeah, it's a really smart fitting, and you just, excuse the mess, it's just great. Look, I mean, it's such lightweight, and you just chuck a top on over the top and it's gone. So your show jacket fits over it perfectly, so it's perfect for your dressage and your show jumping. But obviously you've got to wear your full one for your cross country, but it gives you that little bit more protection. Right, so this is the body protector. It is so comfortable. I've just struggled to get it on, but I realised I had these super tight, because I was showing my hubby how it adjusted the other day, and I forgot that I'd had it on super tight. But it does have more to go, which is good if I do end up losing some weight. And yeah, it's just really flexible. You can move so nicely in it. This is obviously just a normal, it's like base layer material, because it's just like a gym top and nice and light, but it's got plenty of space for me to also adjust if I want to put something thicker on underneath if I'm just out cross country training. But yeah, it's got some good space to it. It's got some really good covering, and I'm really quite happy with it. It's kind of impossible for us to show you. It's not the best of lighting, but this is the back of it, and as you can see, it covers me really nicely. It goes lower than the shadow protector, but it doesn't interfere with the saddle, or at least when I sat in my saddle that I've got at home, it didn't. So hopefully it won't when I'm riding, but I haven't actually ridden in this yet. But yeah, I'm over the moon with it. It was less than £100. It, like I said, it was on offer, but I don't think it was really much more than that when it wasn't on sale too. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And if you hear any of the videos and my hubby refers to body armor, this is what he's talking about. Yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I hope it's been interesting and showing you products that you might not have known exist, and hopefully yeah, opened your eyes to what you may want next or anything like that. Thank you very much.